welcome back. We have more blossoms today. So many more have come out and unfolded. We had about 12 yesterday, and it looks like the majority of them are in bloom. And let me just zoom in on the beautiful lilies here. I wish you could smell them. They have a very light fragrance, and I would say it's similar to the perfume called Flower Bomb. And let's go ahead and just measure some of the lilies here to see just how big these blossoms are. So it looks about almost maybe 7 inches, going from one petal to the end of the next. And you can also see the beautiful reproductive parts here. We have the anthers, which hold the pollen, and then the stigma right in the middle here, and that's where the pollen will attach and then head its way towards the ovaries to fertilize the plant or the flower. And so let's go ahead and just do a quick walk around. Here's another one. For these, the pollen is a little bit golden in places, and this one has a lot of magenta on the outside and then lined with white. We also have a few of the shorter lilies, which are at the end of their time. And let me just zoom in right here. So these have been the first ones to bloom in my garden. Really lovely. I really like the beautiful spots on the inside. And let's just get another view of these lilies. They appear to be Asiatic, but I'm wondering because they have a really nice fragrance, and I hear that the Asiatic ones don't usually have lots of fragrance. So I am going to do a bit more research to see whether I have Oriental lilies or if these are actually Asiatic. If you are familiar with lilies and you're really good with identifying them, please let me know in the chat. Do you think these are Asiatic or Oriental? They don't appear to be tall enough to be the tree lilies. And so I'm still thinking maybe they're just really tall Asiatic lilies that have a nice fragrance. So another interesting fact about lilies, the most common girl name that's after a flower is Lily. If you have a name that's after a flower, whether it's your first name or last name, let me know in the chat. And then another thing, for these particular lilies, I've had them for about 8 years, and so they've been here a while. This has been the tallest and most healthiest that they've ever looked, so I'm really happy about that. If you notice the actual blossoms, notice how they're not pointing upward, but they're going to the side. There's one blossom that hasn't come out yet, and it's actually pointing upward. Let me see. So this one right here, this one is pointing upward. But the other ones are actually pointing sideways. So that might give you another clue as to whether these are Asiatic or Oriental. These lilies are getting a lot of full sun, so they're very happy. We've had some bad weather, even some hail Yesterday we had a lot of wind. You may even see that in the video from yesterday. But they're still standing tall and looking as beautiful as ever. I hope that these lilies will last maybe at least a week. And of course, if I bring them inside and they get into a little bit cute, more cooler environment, then they could last a little bit longer. So let me know, how are your lilies? Do you have Asiatic or Oriental lilies? And what colors are they? What do you plan to do with them? Are you just going to leave them in your garden, or will you be using them for any special occasions, or even just bringing them inside and making a really nice bouquet? Let's take one more look at the magenta and white ones here. Again, super lovely. Make sure to like and subscribe and check back again tomorrow as we look forward to even more blossoms. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye now.